Hi everybody, welcome into my living room. Connie here, and I just trimmed my bangs, so I've got, I think I've got a little hair somewhere. Hi, I wanted to come in today and talk to you guys about journaling. I don't know how many of you journal, how many wish you could, how you journal, but I got a gift for Christmas, and it was the journal of all journals to me because it was one that I had truly coveted and never spent the money for. And so I got it for Christmas. And so I want to talk about journaling. I want to talk about what I do with my journals. And I would love to hear, when you hear my story, about your story with journaling and your journals, and if there's any that you've coveted that you don't have yet. So I had a friend of mine on Facebook say that to write 3 things that you're grateful for in your journal every day. And at the end of 365 days, starting January 1st, and I don't remember the number and I'm not good at math, you guys multiply it, but you would have a lot of things that you were grateful for. And you know, I don't know about you, but when I try to journal about things I'm grateful for, I run out of ideas. And so it's like, I'm grateful for the sun. You know, I'm grateful for my dog and my cat that's crying in the background because they're hungry. And that's true. And what I liked about some of the things that she said was that she was grateful for the sun coming up and the beautiful sun that was in the sky, or the beautiful sunset that was in the sky. And then on another subject, she said she was grateful for learning about patience. And she went on to say that she's got 4 kids at home, and 3 of them are boys. And she said, my children teach me patience every day. She said, it's one thing that I'm short on is patience. And so I'm constantly learning about patience. And so I'm going to start that in January. And I don't have any kids living at home, so my life is different, and I'm sure yours is too. And some days our lives are very quiet. And I'm going to try and come up with something other than the normal. And I'm going to try and not repeat what I've said I'm grateful for, because I've done this in the past. And I can't tell you how many times I've said I'm grateful for my cat and dog, and grateful for the sun. And yeah, see, those are normal things so I really want to put some effort into it. And so I'm going to do that. That's one thing I'm going to do. And then the other thing I have is my word for the year. And so I'm going to be reading and writing about that every day. But let's get to the journals. The journals themselves. And so I collect journals. I think I've told you that in the past, but I collect journals. And I don't want to write in them because they're too pretty. And I think my writing is silly. I don't like my handwriting. I don't like my printing. So I have lots of reasons to not write in them because the journals are so pretty that I want to keep them pretty. And so I've decided the only way to keep them pretty is to not write in them. And so I just have them on display, and they're so pretty. And I talked to a friend of mine that is a sewer. And she said, I said, I feel so silly saying that. And she said, that's not silly at all. She said, sewers feel the same way about their fabrics. They buy fabrics and it's so pretty and they can't wait to get it home and make something out of it. And then they get it home and they look at it and they touch it and they just ooh and ah over it. And they're like, it's too pretty to cut. It's too pretty to sew. It's too pretty to do anything with it. And so they procrastinate using that piece of fabric because it's too pretty to destroy. it is natural. And so that's the way I feel about my journals. So I have 2 journals that I'm going to show you that I didn't think were that pretty. They were cool, but my other ones were prettier to me. So I did finally take 2 journals and try to write in them. This was one of them. It's very pretty. And it says, a friend loves at all times, Proverbs 11:17 in the New American Standard Version. And so it's really pretty. And I have a bookmark in there. And I've written on, here's one of my writings, October 17th, 2022. And the last day that I wrote in it was October 19th, 2022. I haven't written in it since. Then I got this one. That one's pretty. And I thought, okay, I'll do this. And so I got it. And I've written in, again, I print because I don't like my handwriting at all. And I've written in 3 pages. And the rest of it's blank. I love books. And I love journals. I don't read my books. And I don't write in my journals. But I covet them. I love them. And, you know, I used to love bookstores. I used to love going into Borders Books because it was such an awesome store. And they had a little cafeteria in there, and it was very personable. It was a big store, and yet it was small. And of course, those all went by the wayside, and it all went on Amazon. Well, in California anyway. And so we have one bookstore left, and it's Borders Bookstore. And it's huge, and there's nothing personal about it. But daggone it, it's a bookstore. And you put me in it, and I just wander through, and I always end up over in the journal section. Always. But I love bookstores, I love books, and I love journals. And so some of my journals that I've gotten that I have not written in, and I've had them for, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years, and I haven't written in them. So here's one. Of course, it's pink, so I love it, right? And it says, the most courageous act is still to think of yourself aloud, says Coco Chanel. And it's got a beautiful pink page marker and all the polka dots. I love polka dots. It smells so new. It smells so good. And it's so pretty. The pages are not written in. The binder has not been broken open. You can hear it crack a little when I try to. I love them. This is one. Oh, it smells so good. So that's one. This is it's pink, but it's a different kind. It's a lighter pink. It's got a little clasp on it. I open the clasp. More polka dots. And not one thing has been written in it. And it's got this cool little clasp, which I can't even close. Isn't it awesome? It's so pretty. See, it's still got the price. I'm afraid if I take the price tag off of it, that some of it may stay on there. You know how sometimes the paper stays on? So I haven't even taken the price tag off. Okay, here's one. Here's one that's stunningly beautiful to me. Hope I can get it close enough for you to really appreciate it. Is that gorgeous? I also love butterflies. So pretty. Nothing in it, right? Also has a darker pink. Here's one more. Follow your dreams. They know the way. Again, it's pink. Not so exquisite, but there's just something about it that's so pretty. It's got a pink bookmark. Beautiful pages. pink inside, nothing written in it. Am I silly, or does anybody think like this at all? This is so, so silly. And I have, every time I go into Barnes & Noble, and I've seen these come up once in a while in ads, and I've always coveted this type of journal that I'm going to show you next. This is the one I got for Christmas from my friend Bob, my neighbor behind me. And I just almost cried when I got it. And I know that may be a little over the top, but I absolutely, absolutely love this journal. It is a brown leather-bound journal with a wraparound leather strap that knots to hold it in place. And all of the papers inside are recycled, no lines. It reminds me of something from biblical times. And I absolutely love this. I'm going to show it to you now, starting at the beginning. This is the binder. Can you see the heart? The heart is embossed or raised. You can feel all of the decorative picture of the heart. And then it's got the leather binding, which it's just folded over on the back. Doesn't that remind you of biblical times? And then it just unwraps. And you see the pages, how it's all recycled. Isn't it absolutely, absolutely gorgeous? How can I write in this, you guys? I want to write in it. But, and he wrote, use these pages to record the special moments and times in your busy life. First of all, I'm going to write uphill and downhill in that. I cannot write straight. They're all, can you just, I love this. It's absolutely the most gorgeous thing. And it smells like real leather, because that's what it is. You can smell it. Oh my gosh. I love my journals. I especially love this one. How can I write in it? If you guys have any systems for writing in your journals, this may not appeal to you. Look at how the pages are bound in it with those. These are leather that are binding in the pages on the inside. I love this. Tell me what you do to write in a journal. Tell me if you get stuck. Tell me if you're a journal collector. Tell me about your journals. You know, we've got just a couple of more days of 2023. And 2024 is going to happen on Monday. Do you write in a journal? Would you like to write in a journal? Are you prepared to write in a journal? I've even Googled how to write in a journal, but I need one-on-one. I would love to hear what you do to write in your journal. Some ideas of what you write. Do you scribe? Do you print? Do you just collect them? Tell me your stories. I would really love to know. I love my journals. I love my books, but I really wanted to come to you and talk to you about my journals today. So I hope you love your journals as much as I do. If not, I understand. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's weird, and yet I know there are people that feel the same way I do. So I'd love to hear. Let me know. And I want to wish every one of you a very happy new year, 2024. Let's find the good that can happen in 2024. And let's write down our hopes and our dreams and our thoughts and our visions and our goals. Let's write them down. And let's find a way every day to work toward something, because the world is not just going to be all beautiful and bliss in 2024. We're going to have our ups and downs like we've had every other year. But let's find the ups in this one, in our own world, because it may not be out there, but we can make it in our own world. We can find something. That's what I'm going to focus on in 2024. So with that, again, I wish every one of you a very happy new year, happy 2024. And remember, if no one else tells you today, I love you. Where'd my little clicker go? Here's my clicker. Have a great day. Have a great New Year's, everybody. Love you. Bye-bye.